Hello, I'm Dr. Kenneth Goldberg, and I'm the author of The Homework Trap: How to Save the Sanity of Parents, Students, and Teachers. Today's comment is on time, a central issue in the homework trap, and I felt inspired to make this comment after I listened to an interview between Dr. Dan Gottlieb, a well-known radio personality, and Maiken Scott. And they were talking about the issue of time and why people are so busy. And Dr. Gottlieb had some interesting comments to make with regards to everyone being too his own view that technology is contributing to this over busyness, and some issues around the addictive quality of busyness. All things that are worth listening to. And on my blog, I do have a link to that article. And it made me think about the issue of time that applies to homework, and even to wonder what Dr. Gottlieb might think about this. That one of the primary concepts in my model, the homework trap, is to understand that time is a very misunderstood issue when it comes to understanding why children have trouble with homework. Often, if you go to a homework help site where maybe there are 10 easy tips for helping a child do their homework, one of the things they'll talk about is teach the child time management skills. And the question is, how do you teach a child time management skills when that child doesn't know what time they have to manage? If you go to school and say the school starts at 9 and ends at 3, you've got 6 hours to manage. The teacher is managing 6 hours. The teacher is figuring out how to best use that time. And the teacher gives the student assignments within some time containers, maybe a test that has a certain amount of time, whatever, and the child is hopefully learning to manage that time. If you go to work, I'm at work right now, and I have a little time to do this video, but I have a schedule, I have a calendar, and I manage my time. You send the child home with a 10-minute assignment, but what is that 10-minute assignment except for how long it takes the child to get the work done? And what typically happens is the kids who are persistently homework non-compliant, or as I call them, homework trapped, these kids end up being kids who don't work quite as quickly as other kids. So the 10-minute assignment takes 20. And then when they're in second grade, the 20-minute assignment takes 40, the 40 takes 80. And by the time they hit middle school, they have no capacity to manage their homework time as they experience an onslaught of work coming from 4 or 5 different major teachers. They function better in the classes because the classes start and stop by a bell. There's a certain amount of time that they're in English, a certain amount of time they're in math, and they have to learn how to conform to whatever the requirements are that that particular teacher has. But then if all those teachers give the child assignments and expect that child to do them, they're all converging in on one period of time, which is the afternoon and evening. It's a huge block of time. If the child comes home, say, gets home by 3:30 and goes to sleep by 9:30 or 10:30, that's a good 6, 7 hour block of time, and there's no limits to it with which to manage. You've got other things going on in that time. The child is basically not going to learn to manage his time in any good way. So my own feeling is that if we want to help children not be so busy, so to speak, I mean, Dr. Gottlieb is talking about the negative effects that technology has. He's talking about the extreme importance of being present in the relationships that people have with each other, not to be so busy that you can't stop and enjoy the relationships. And yet we give kids this huge volume of homework, or at least huge for some of them if they can't work that quickly. We taint the relationships that they have with their own parents. We cause the children and their parents not to be present with each other in that period of time. And in the end, they don't learn anything but to dislike school and act out. So a central recommendation that comes with my model of the homework trap is that children be given time-bound not content-determined assignments. Thank you.